What's up guys, just a quick announcement. I wanna let you know the RX-8 giveaway is ending in just a few days. So if you're thinking about it, you're on the fence, you are running out of time guys, check out the top link in the description. As always, get entered to win, it could be you.
What up guys, I'm Lonnie. I drive a 2011 Subaru WRX STI. It's got a built short block, built and tuned by the guys up at Metro Performance up in Marietta. It's putting about 450 down to the wheels. But yeah, basically built bottom end, Tomei 8265 turbo, 44mm wastegate, TN Street Flex coilovers, some Enkey RS05RRs, Federal 595s, super sticky, NVIDIA catless downpipe, and then NVIDIA R400. Process West top mount intercooler, E85. I'm on a flex fuel, Cops flex fuel kit. I pretty much just run E85 all the time because it's smiles per gallon. So it smells good. Yeah, Kevin.
Okay, well, let's just open the video with a little poll here. Let's get a first reaction, first poll reaction. First gear, 4,000 RPM. Oh God! What? Okay, wow, yeah, boost comes on fast. My heart is pounding. Jesus! That's what a 450 wheel EJ motor feels like. Wow, that was awesome. Oh my gosh. My heart's pounding. That sounded good. Let's do it one more time just because we can. We're in fourth, going to third. I'll go to second because we can. Second, 4,000, we're at second gear, 4,000 RPM, about 40 miles per hour. So boost is like... So what's interesting, before I get into boost and all that, let's talk what we're in. We're in an STI. Oh, I love this car. This car is so cool. I've always wanted this car. I believe it's a 2011. Don't quote me on that. I don't quite remember. I'm pretty sure it's a 2011. Pretty much, we have a Tomei turbo on here, full bolt-ons, E85, making about 450 to the wheels. We have coilovers, we have exhaust, we have a short shifter, we have our cob access port. We kind of have the basic STI starter pack. But there's a reason why it's a starter pack, and it's because it's f***ing awesome. Oh, followed by those huge Brembos stock on the STI. The WRX does not come with the Brembo package. Brembo's front and rear, and I can tell you stop you pretty well. That blow off sounds pretty damn good. Now what I find most about this car when I think of an STI, oh God, that first gear, getting into first gear is so good. It's just such a good daily. It's like if you wanted a race car, but at the same time you wanted a daily, there's no question, it's an STI. The fact that you have those back seats really allows this car to be more than just your weekend driver. And the way they are now in the year of 2018, these cars are holding their value pretty well, but they're pretty affordable. It's kind of like the cheap man's race car, in my opinion. Not to devalue the car in any way, shape, or form, but you can get into this car with kind of 30 grand or so and have a lot of room to have fun. One thing that I am noticing about this car that I kind of don't like is I don't like the steering. And I'm not referring to the body roll that the car has, even on the coils. I mean, you have to remember this is a sedan, it is a heavier car. It's not a BRZ. It doesn't really feel light on its feet, but what it does feel like, you feel big, it's very prominent. I can see very much over the hood. You can see all angles of the car, and that feels pretty good. The steering gets extremely light too when I get on gas, especially when we get into boost. I'm noticing boost, you don't hit peak boost forth in the seat. Oh my god. Jesus. Literally feels like someone's rear-ending you when you get off of gas in this car. Enough traffic. Let's turn around and get out of all this. Enough daily driving. I'm trying to be a race car. Oh, yep, just excuse me, coming through. Rally car, chem block coming through. Something that I do like is it's pretty easy to heel toe in this car. The pedal setup is pretty similar to the BRZ. What I mean by that is it feels familiar. It's probably not the same, but it is pretty familiar. Talking about familiarness here, familiarness isn't a word, but talking about familiarity, familiarity, not a word, don't know. It feels for what feels familiar with this car and my BRZ, and I'm going to be comparing them not because they're boxing motors, but because they are both Subaru. The gearbox in this car is phenomenal. Now, like the BRZ, they are similar. They hold pretty similar numbers when it comes to how much power they can hold on the trans before braking. So right now, this WRX, or right now this STI and my actually BRZ are making very similar numbers to the wheels. And the trans are holding up just fine. And to what, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they hold up to around 600 wheel. But the WRX doesn't have the same trans. WRX comes with a 5-speed, and the STIs came with a very notchy 6-speed that feels just like the BRZ. And with a short shifter attached to it, it's this super direct. Like, whoa, you need to get ready. This thing takes you on a ride. It almost feels like the moment when you get in boost too, the steering wheel likes to pull you left and right, so you kind of have to like counteract that as you go through. Oh, it almost gives a sensation of like a front-wheel drive car, but we're obviously all-wheel drive. And it feels so good. If I had to complain about one thing about this car, it would probably have to be the interior. Now, I know we're talking about Subaru here, and I know we're not talking about Mercedes or BMW or whatever, but one thing that I have said from years and years now is interior means a lot to me. Something that you touch and feel every day. I want to touch and feel and think that I'm in a nice car. At least for this gen Subaru and previous, the interiors just never did it for me. The big plastic waterfall looking design they've kept for the last 10 years in the STIs. Luckily in 2015 they changed it up and actually added a bit of the BRZ interior kind of flavor into the new ones, which are phenomenal. But to me, the weakest thing about this car, besides ringland failure, is 100% the interior. The seats themselves, for stock seats, for being the STI model, you'd think they would kind of throw in a little bit nicer seats, which I think they might be a little bit better than the WRX, but even still, they're pretty wide set, especially for a skinny guy like myself. They don't hold me in too much, and I oftentimes find myself kind of with my shoulders going back and forth, especially when I'm in boost. But this car, exterior-wise, is tastefully modded. I love all the carbon accents, the carbon hood, followed by the carbon trunk, the carbon wing. All that looks phenomenal. And the wheels that he has on this car, I think they are the RS05RR from Enkey. Always a great choice on any WRX or STI model. Downshifts with this trans are crisp and easy and predictable, which, like I have been saying for years, predictable is confidence. Confidence inspiring is one of the best feelings you can have when behind the wheel of a car. Not second guessing your judgments so where you can drive, think, react is a perfect formula for a car that you'll fall in love with. 450 horsepower.
Do it.
Do it? You do it, I'll follow you.
No.
This guy is trying to get me to race with him. I'm gonna try and get him to do a race, watch this. He's in like a Ford Focus. You first, let's go! Well, that was a 20 to 100, top of fourth. It moves. We just dusted that guy. He gone. He gone. And what's nice too is I'm on a really bumpy road and I'm just flying over these bumps, not even feeling them. Which, like I said, when you're trying to combine a daily driver and kind of have that race aspect, that is so nice to have. To not be second guessing, worrying about hitting bumps, having it feeling rough. It's confidence inspiring. Winning formula for a daily car. Just flying over the railroad tracks because I'm a rally car, baby. Watch out, Ken Block coming through. Excuse me, rally car, pardon me. The wastegate dump sounds exactly like my PRZ. If you have never gotten behind the wheel of one of these cars, I highly encourage it. They're very popular, but they're popular for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. They are popular because they are awesome. That concludes this little mini review on this STI. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and comment down below what car we should do next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.